It's week 8 of the 2024 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Aviators and the Mounties under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. But tonight we begin week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Aviators of San Diego and the Toronto Mounties. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they too come in off the bye, so we should have 2 teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he'll get a couple up to the 29. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Now Prescott. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Running left to give to Pacheco. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
A run by Pacheco on second down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Touchdown! T. Higgins. his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Aviators will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Evans. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On the carry, it's Boone. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Romero. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lloyd. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A strong running. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well, and let the opponent deal with that.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A 41-yard punt there with no return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Kalijah Cansey in on the stop. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lloyd. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run with Boone here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Again, they're going to go with Boone. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lloyd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is taken around the 12. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed it pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Off the play fake. Lloyd. Oh, looking for Water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Chigakakro. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll go with Boone. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lloyd. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Off the play fake, Prescott. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And
it's caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Aviators will extend their lead here just before halftime. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up, as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 42-yard line.
Off play action. Lloyd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb, his 2nd sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. He's to the 15. Touchdown. T. Higgins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So he stopped for no gain, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down, Lloyd. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff coming left, Evans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, Boone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Mike Boone, his first touchdown on the year. And the Mounties are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. T. Higgins out on offense for the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, Prescott. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Evans running behind center. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And they'll go right back to Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Lloyd. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Lloyd. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
It's fielded at the 45. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
137 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Lloyd, and he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's good for a.
Back to throw. Lloyd. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Off the play fake. Lloyd had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Off play action. Lloyd.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Zach Evans, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Mounties get a bit closer.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
And out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott.
That is caught.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Pacheco.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Lloyd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Prescott on 1st down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. Open man, and again it's Sutton. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And again it's Prescott. And it's caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pacheco. Touchdown.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Butker on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Back to throw. Lloyd. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Lloyd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. In motion left goes Sutton. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, San Diego.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good for a. First and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw. Lloyd. He finds his man, complete. It's Romero. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Toronto, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.